Good evening. First of all, congratulations to all those who have aspired for higher ranks and then acquired. And at the same time, I'll be failing my duty if I don't congratulate their parents and the teachers particularly, because I'm basically a teacher. It gives me immense pleasure to be with all of you, and that too particularly the young kids, because I did my school days in early part of 60s, and today I'm overwhelmed that I'm also like a kid. I'm very grateful, and first of all let me thank the organizers of this particular function to give me a chance to witness this. Respected dignitaries who are sitting in the front row from various education institutes, dear parents and children, and in particular Dr. Ankur Jain and his team, who have done a wonderful job here to uplift the education system at a different level altogether. Here, I'll be failing my duty if I don't share some of my experience, because since last almost 30 to 35 years I am in education system. And of course I did my doctorate from IIT Delhi, and I've seen all walks of education system. I'll be failing my duty if I don't share some of my experience. And today, every day, I am in the midst of youngsters, training almost 20,000 people in a year in a corporate sector. And I've seen the both sides of the coin on the educational system in India and the world and the corporate culture. And just if you go back to old days, early part of 70s, 80s and 90s, how the education system was there. And we didn't have any mobile phone, clickers, no internet, nothing, but we learned a lot. We didn't have motorcycle, but we used to pedal the cycle to reach the destination to learn something. We didn't have a glorious bottle normally we used to have here. We used to take the tap water and drink, and still we are surviving and energetic. And we used to play on the road, and we used to play over the tree without hesitation and with strong energy. We used to browse, or we used to cut our knees or whatever you can call it as, but still the pain we call it as ours, of the kids, and we used to learn the education, and we used to uphold the value system those days. But today, the education system has changed a lot. I still have read many books. In one of that, where the British system conquered our kingdom, the India, the kingdom, long back. One Mr. Macleay, an MP, he told in 1835, February 2nd, those who have read history must be knowing about that. He addressed the parliament, 1835, February 2nd. He mentioned about India. I can't repeat the same word, but just I can tell you. Quote, I have traveled length and breadth of India. I have not seen a beggar, I have not seen a thief. That is the kind of value system, the culture, the heritage. You know, it is not possible to conquer India unless otherwise we break the backbone of India. The backbone of India is the education system, which has the values, which binds the team together. And that is the only way we have to introduce English and then break the education system, removing the Vedic mathematics, culture, way of learning, arts, whatever. And that he said 1835, February 2nd, while addressing the British Parliament. Still, I thought that when I saw this gathering, I thought that we quote exact quotes difficult, but the theme is this. 1835, February 2nd, today what? 2000 plus. And what is our education system? Down the line, you know, the water has gone and gone. Our education system also reformed a lot. And in the other state, down the line, Swami Vivekananda said one more point about our education system. The educating the person is nothing but expanding the intellectual capability, providing the food for the brain to explore himself and stand on self. He mentioned about that, Swami Vivekananda. Every Indian should have iron muscles and steel nerves. The same his word. Iron muscles and steel nerves. If we have that, there is no way one can break our education system and bring the values. Friends, our education system has reformed a lot. But today, what is the hour of the need? The hour of the need is the value system. And the second, the excellence. Today I can see that is the IIT aspirants who are going to join IITs. But I feel that is they must excel themselves. What do you mean by excellence? It reminds me of a story. A sculptor who was carving the idol, a big idol about 20 feet height. And he was carving those days, years after years it took. But he was not satisfied. He just kept aside. And then he started taking another, he started carving that. The passers-by asked him, hey, what's the problem? There's a big statue. It looks very nice, very good. But why are carving one more? He said, that's not good. What's the problem? In the nose, there's a small scratch. There's a small scratch. That's why I didn't like. What the difference? Is it 20 feet? And then where you are going to erect? I'm going to erect this about 10 feet above that, on top of the 20 feet. The passers-by, they couldn't understand. The nose, the small scratch, nobody can see that. So what's your problem? So you can't, nobody sees that. Why are you calling one more? Immediately he laughed and said, okay. And then the passers went. But the moral story is, because the nose, the scratch in the nose, he was not satisfied. He wanted excellence in entirety. The excellence should be self-driven, not to please others. Today, all aspirants, IIT aspirants, have demonstrated the excellence in self. So that is the greatness. So we have to excel ourselves rather